Good evening and welcome back to Esther Alexis, Body of an Extrovert. To close out our season, we're really just going to do a reflect and review of one of the things that we learn from each and every episode. So, because it is the new year, it is 2020, what I would like to do first is really just talk about what a blessing, what a gem, what a diamond in the rough 2019 was. I'm not one to really reflect on previous years and get sentimental and do resolutions. However, I felt that it would be negligent of me to not say aloud, to vocalize how important it is to really stay the course. I say that because in 2019, I had recently graduated with my master's. I had no job. I was temping. I was depressed and I was truly just unfulfilled um, in myself, in more so what I was pursuing. And finally, mid in the middle of that situation, I decided, although it looks bleak, although it looks grim, we're gonna try something new and pursue our dreams, pursue our truest, most genuine selves. And I have never been just more in awe of the person that I can be and the person that I am becoming. There's a saying more in regards to the spiritual realm that you can't hit mountaintops unless you go through your valleys. And sometimes you might even find your mountaintops while going through a valley. I say this in order to encourage whoever is listening out here that whatever you are going through, whatever you have been going through, does not define you, does not define this moment in time. You have that power, you have that authority to make your time, to make each and every one of your moments matter and mean something to you. I think that particularly in this past year, if I have learned something, it's that in choosing to pursue what makes you happy, in choosing to pursue yourself, there is a resounding and harmonious agreement, I think, both in the universe, in yourself, in God, that allows you to truly be liberated from the same thing, which is yourself. I think that we shackle ourselves to the opinions and the beliefs and the stigmas that people have set for us, that society has set for us. And the fact of the matter is, those things don't matter unless you make them matter to you. So, as I look over these episodes, starting from episode one, The Pursuit of Happiness, my favorite lesson from that came from Lola, in that the best way to pursue our happiness is to be transparent and authentic with self, to be reconciled as a person, whole as a person, to decidedly choose to be yourself in every moment and every decision that you make, and to stick by that and to be unashamed of that. Because whatever makes you happy is your business. Your happiness is only for you, in that you are only accountable for it. There's no one else that is accountable for your happiness. And so if you choose to pursue it wholeheartedly because no one else will. In the second episode, The Pursuit of Self, oh, my favorite gem from Jamie was learning to be okay with being alone and knowing and understanding why you're saying yes and or no to certain things. That was such a profound word from her. And I'm hoping that each and every one of you will take that into 2020. If you don't want to say yes or no to anything, even to yourself, be okay with that, but understand why you do it so that this way you can stay firm in your decision. Episode three, which was Integrity and the Individual, my own baby brother taught me that it is more valuable to be yourself in every space before your friends, before whether that be your peers, your family, your coworkers, your I don't know, colleagues, whatever, your creative spaces. It is so much more valuable to be yourself because that is where you will find the most beautiful relationships, the ones worth having. In the Dream Chaser series, part one, oh man, Megan taught me that it's okay. It's okay to pursue your wildest dreams. It's okay to color outside the lines if that's where your success, if that is where your happiness, if that is where you can be found. Oh, wow. And in the episodes of relationships, the blessed and the broken, and the cult of friendship with Vanessa, wow, 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 wow. I discovered that it was never too late. It is never too late to find yourself, and it is never too late to save yourself. You are only victim to the circumstance that you allow, unless you're trapped or something. But you are only victim to the circumstances that you create in your life, and you can choose to free yourself at any moment. To treasure the relationships that we have around us, to treasure them both past and present, and to respect yourself enough to know when they can continue and when they can't. I think that those are things that I'm definitely walking into 2020 with. Episode 7, Pop Topics. It's okay to be lighthearted. It's okay to not put the weight of the world on your shoulders. And episode 8, the Dream Chaser series, part 2 with Krilla. I learned that if you're not pursuing your dream wholeheartedly, then you're not pursuing it at all. If you're starting with baby steps, then that's nothing to be ashamed of. But there is nothing more exhilarating, nothing more enlightening, nothing more to be in awe of than putting your everything towards pursuing your everything. In episode 9, The Weight of Our 20s, I learned that it's just as important to plan out my emotional future and well being in the same way that I would plan out my professional and physical well being. When I look over all of these in general, I think that from this entire season, I've learned that life is truly what you make of it. Your emotional state, your spiritual state, your professional state, your space is yours to create. And that's what makes you a creative too. So as we go into 2020, we thank 2019 for its many lessons, for its ups and downs. And we welcome 2020 for the period of enlightenment that it will bring, for the period of victory. Because if you've made it into this decade, you're already a winner. You're already more than a conqueror. That being said, I don't have resolutions to share, but I do encourage each and every one of you to create not resolutions, but boundaries that you're going to set and respect throughout the year for yourself. Where do you see yourself lacking? Do you do you find yourself in toxic relationships, either romantic or platonic? Are you afraid to pursue your dreams or to be yourself in all spaces? If that's the case, make a resolution tonight. Decide that there are certain things that you're going to pursue this year that will be undeterred by anyone. You will not stop until you succeed. You won't stop yourself until you succeed. If you take a break, that is fine. Remember to get back up. With that being said, I'll share a resolution with y'all. I am promising to pull myself from all relationships no longer serving me, including the relationship to self. If there is a negative characteristic in my body, if there's a negative trait, a negative thought, that I'm going to work to pull that out so that this way, the only part of me that comes to the forefront will be the part of me that praises myself, the part of me that acknowledges where I can grow stronger, the part of me that chooses to love and appreciate the moments that we're in instead of the places where we should be. Well, y'all, that's all we have tonight. Thank you for sticking with us here throughout the season. This has been Esther Alexis, Body of an Extrovert. We'll see you next season.